Mia nana Krista.
What?
Miss Beaver can't finish your curtain. Let's see what he has to say. What's he got for us this time? They're probably Blu-rays.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a compound measure.
Aficionados
Shine the lights, shoot the camera, smile for the world in panorama. He likes to impersonate Walk-On.
Hey everybody, Aficionados Chris here. I'm super excited to be reviewing two Disney animated films, both of which I haven't seen in quite a number of years. One of them I actually saw in theaters and haven't seen it since. I'm of course talking about Lilo and Stitch, plus Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch Has a Glitch, and The Emperor's New Groove with Kronk's New. Now, first I'm going to talk about Lilo and Stitch because this is one I remember fondly. I saw this in theaters about, I think this was 2001 or 2002. My memory's a little foggy of what year, but I do remember seeing this in theaters with my entire family. Had a complete blast. I was super excited for this movie. I saw all the previews, which were hilarious previews where Stitch would invade other Disney movies like Lion King and Little Mermaid. And honestly, it's the Stitch character that got me interested in seeing this movie. And I'm sure that's the same for a lot of people, but it's such a good little film. It's very heartwarming. It's very enjoyable. It had actually been the first time I had seen this movie in quite a number of years, because, like I said, I saw it in theaters and haven't seen it again since. So it was really nice revisiting this movie. It's just as good as I remember it. Never saw the sequel, so this was actually my first time seeing the sequel, and I actually thought it was pretty good. It wasn't as good as the first movie. It's a nice little companion piece to the movie, because I enjoy these characters so much that I will definitely watch them in other movies. I believe there's been 4 movies. There was Stitch the movie and Leroy and Stitch. Neither of them I've ever seen. And there was also an animated series that I occasionally watched. It was a pretty good series. Lilo and Stitch just has great characters, so they're a lot of fun to watch no matter, you know, what they do, a spin-off or a series or a straight-to-video film. I think there was an anime briefly. My memory's a little fuzzy. I think that was maybe last year there was an anime series that was airing on Disney XD. I saw a couple clips. It didn't really interest me. I wasn't too fond of the idea. The picture quality on this Blu-ray looks fantastic. Disney does a fantastic job remastering these movies. They look brand new. It's cliche, I know, but it really does. These look like these were made yesterday, honestly. I think if I have one gripe, it appears the Blu-rays have absolutely no bonus features, which strikes me as odd because I could have sworn the DVDs had bonus features. So, yeah, so if you're looking for bonus features, you're not going to find them on the Blu-ray, surprisingly. I'm pretty sure they're on the DVDs that are included in this. I'd have to double check. But for me personally, it's not a big deal because, you know, I want this mostly for the movie. I could care less about bonus features, honestly, so I'm very happy that this is finally on Blu-ray because it's one of my favorite Disney animated films, and again, it looks fantastic, so I will definitely be watching this many more times. Next up, we've got Emperor's New Groove. Now, the funny thing about this movie is that I saw it once, not in theaters, not on video. I believe, if memory serves well, I saw this on television when it aired on ABC, if my memory is correct. And I remembered almost nothing about it except for the fact that David Spade plays a bratty emperor who gets turned into a llama. So that's really all I remember. And then, you know, I've seen reviews on, you know, thatguywithglasses.com and YouTube, and even friends of mine that kept saying, oh, it's one of the most hilarious Disney movies of all time. I'm thinking, really? I don't remember much of it to really make that call. So it was really nice to get to revisit this for the first time, and I can definitely get on that bandwagon. Emperor's New Groove is absolutely hilarious. I don't know many Disney animated movies that can actually make me laugh out loud till my insides hurt. Like, Emperor's New Groove was hilarious. I can't even express that enough. It's one of the most well-written comedies, honestly. There's a lot of great jokes in here that just are brilliant. Another great thing about The Emperor's New Groove is that the voice cast in this movie is great. Everybody works off each other great. You know, you got David Spade as Emperor Kuzco, you've got John Goodman as Pacha, Eartha Kitt as Yzma, and my personal favorite, you got Patrick Warburton as Kronk. We'll get to him later. So picture quality on Emperor's New Groove, just like Lilo and Stitch in any Disney movie, it looks fantastic. I really love the way the characters are drawn. The art style just looks fantastic on Blu-ray. It really pops. It's very clean. I love that. And again, just like Lilo and Stitch, there are no bonus features on this Blu-ray, so this is really, really odd. I don't know if this is a common thing with the 2 movie collections that Disney doesn't put bonus features on the Blu-rays. And again, very sure the DVD had bonus features, because there was a 2-disc collector's edition DVD years ago. It was like a series that Disney used to do. They had one for Tarzan and Dinosaur, and I believe Mary Poppins had one, I can't remember. So yeah, very disappointed there's no bonus features, but again, could care less. I want it for the movie. Now on to its sequel, Kronk's New Groove, which I had never seen it. I knew almost nothing about it. I knew that it came out. I saw advertisements for it a couple times, but I never saw it because I at the time vaguely remembered Emperor's New Groove, so what's the point of seeing the sequel if you barely remember the first film? And it's dull, honestly. Like, the weird thing is, Kronk is my favorite character from the first movie, and he doesn't work as a lead character. He sort of works in small doses. The problem with Kronk's New Groove, I believe, is that it recycles too many of the jokes from the first movie, but just sort of retools them to fit his character. It doesn't really work. There's a couple good laughs, but again, it's not as funny as Emperor's New Groove, which, again, is hilarious, so it really pales in comparison. It is interesting to note that the entire voice cast came back for that movie, which is nice, and the animation is up to par with the first movie, but it just doesn't deliver the laughs and the heart that the first film had. So I'd say Kronk's New Groove is a bit of a disappointment, and it's a real shame. So that's it for my review of Emperor's New Groove and Lilo and Stitch. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.